What's up, you beautiful noobs? It's your favorite siege-addicted liability, Gumbo. And today we're doing what most people avoid after KVK. We're opening the receipts. No highlight reels, no trust me bro energy, just numbers, pain, and honesty. We're breaking down exactly how this KVK went, how many kills I actually gained, how many troops died for the cause, how many resources and speed-ups evaporated, which commanders carried, and which ones clocked in, waved once, and went straight to the bench. We're also going to talk about Song of Troy as a KVK format, what worked, what didn't, what felt good, and what felt like Lilith personally testing my mental health. And yes, there was a KP competition, me versus Dark Siege. No spoilers yet, but at the end of the video, we're revealing who actually won with straight numbers and zero cope. So if you're F2P, low spender, siege curious, or just here to see if Troy was a blessing or a war crime, strap in. Let's get into it. Some of the skills in Troy can definitely feel overpowered, especially when you're on the receiving end. Take the flag durability skill, for example. You're pushing a flag, trades are going your way, momentum feels good, and then the skill pops and suddenly the flag's durability gets deleted by half. 1 second, it's healthy, the next, it's hanging on by a thread. The rally finishes it off instantly, and you're just sitting there like, oh, so that's illegal now? It turns a long, contested push into a blink-and-you-miss-it flag kill with almost no time to react. And then there's the mass healing skill. 1 second, you've got clean trades and red bars everywhere, and the next moment, the enemy's marches look factory fresh, like you just watched a mobile game ad where everyone instantly heals and keeps fighting. Both of those skills could use some tuning, no doubt, but even with moments like that, Song of Troy was still an absolute blast. All right, now we get to the part everyone likes to scroll past, the dead troops and the bill. This KVK was not cheap. We're sitting at over 1.13 million dead troops. Not wounded, not they'll be back after reset, but full-on Hall of Heroes residents. The good news is we hit S+ ranking, which means we're getting 60% of those dead troops back. That definitely helps soften the blow, but let's not pretend this was free. Because the real pain was in the healing. We spent just over 20 billion resources keeping marches alive this KVK. Food, wood, stone, gold, all absolutely vaporized. On top of that, we burned through around 300 days of speed-ups just to heal. Not buildings, not research, healing speed-ups only, straight into the furnace. Now for the payoff. All of that effort turned into 880 million kill points and 52 million total kills this KVK. So yeah, refunds help, but this was still a serious investment. And now that you've seen the cost and the return, let's break down which commanders actually earned their keep. All right, now let's talk about who actually earned their keep this KVK, because not all KP is created equal. Starting at number 10, LC rolls in with about 1.6 million kills gained. Solid, respectable, showed up, did the job, clocked out on time. No notes. Then you've got Joan Prime and John both sitting in that 2.2 to 2.3 million range. These are your consistent performers. Not flashy, but always in the fight, always adding value, never embarrassing you in the reports. Moving up, Nevsky, Baber, and Afonso all cleared 2.6 to 2.7 million kills. This is where things start getting real. These marches were out there constantly, trading, reinforcing, and racking up KP every fight. And then we hit Stephen, who casually drops almost 3.5 million kills and reminds everyone that if you actually commit to a march and use it correctly, it will absolutely print KP. And then the monsters. Belly Prime comes in with over 4.8 million kills, just quietly farming value all KVK like it was a side quest. No drama, no hype, just pure efficiency. But the real story is at the top. Gaja and Gonzalo both crossed the 10 million kills gained mark. These two weren't just participating, they were defining fights. Every time they were on the field, KP followed. That's the difference between a march that exists and a march that wins you trades. So when we talk about whether this KVK was worth it, this is why the answer is yes, because the commanders that mattered showed up, and the numbers don't lie. All right, it's time. No dodging, no excuses, no if you count this one rally. The KP competition is officially over. My final number came in at 880 million kill points. Dark Siege, 881 million kill points. Yes, 1 million KP. So today, I proudly accept my title as the noob. I will wear it with honor, humility, and just a little bit of emotional damage. Dark Siege gets the W, fair and square. Well played. And beyond the meme, huge respect to Kingdom 2563 and 2914, and both of your camps. That was a hard-fought, competitive, and genuinely fun KVK from start to finish. The coordination, the fighting, and the grind on both sides made this one special. Losses like this don't sting, they teach, and wins like this are earned. Congrats on the victory, respect to everyone involved, and from this certified Siege noob, GG's all around. All right, you beautiful noobs, that's going to wrap it up. We covered the numbers, the pain, the wins, the loss, and yes, I admitted defeat like a grown adult Siege main with an internet access. If you enjoyed this breakdown or learned something from my suffering, do me a favor, smash the like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me what your KVK looked like. I want to see who actually cooked and who just donated speed-ups. And if you want to talk rock, argue commander takes, flex reports, or just hang out with other degenerates who think 300 days of healing speed-ups is worth it, join the Discord. Link is in the description and pinned comment. That's where the real conversations happen. As always, it's your favorite Siege noob, Gumbo. Thanks for watching, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next one.
In the pot, thick steam in the air. Season it heavy, got the spices to scare. My siege drops fire, watch the towers crumble. Archers take flight, but they fumble in the jungle. Blades clash loud, infantry in the grind. Cavalry charge, but they fall to behind. It's the flavor of war, every bite is a lesson. Pew Tang Clan's the ultimate weapon. Pew Tang Clan ain't nothing to mess with.